Hello, I'm just going to talk about my experiences of being harassed on the street. I have several experiences since I've been about like 12, but I'll just give you a few. When I was living in Coventry when I was 17 and going through the city centre, there was like a guy who was following me around everywhere, following me through like Debenhams, following me through like Wilkinson's, all these shops, and I always used to like look back and tell him like, why are you following me? But he just kept on following me, and then I had to bring my boyfriend in, and then it kind of stopped, really. Oh yeah, and there's one earlier one. There's a few miles away, at Aldi, a low price supermarket, where I used to buy cat food for my cat because it was cheaper, living on benefits and all that all. And what happened, every time when I go into the Aldi, there's a black security guy, and it doesn't matter that he's black, but the point is, yeah, he would follow me around the shop. And I've been there about like 10 times, routine, same times, about 4 o'clock on a Monday, getting the cat food for my cats. And he followed me on the bus, so I had to like go straight to the last destination of the bus and catch another bus, go into the town centre and get a bus back, because I was so frightened that he was like following me. And the thing is, like, when you get followed, yeah, I wasn't really frightened of my welfare, I was really frightened of my parents' welfare and what they would do if I told them that this guy has been following me and I could identify him, because I'm sure someone will go to prison. And I just feel that it's a bit of like catch-22. What can you do? You want to tell an adult when you're like, that happened to me when I was 14. I want to tell an adult, but I know it's going to be more trouble than it's worth, even though we shouldn't be following a 14-year-old girl when I'm in my school uniform, on the bus. I don't know what he wanted to do to me. When I moved to London, Tower Hamlets and near Brick Lane, I was followed all the way from Spitalfield to about Petticoat Lane, which is not that far, about like 100-200 yards, by an Asian man. And I lived near Brick Lane, and I was near my flat, and I felt I couldn't go my flat. I had to wait at a bus stop which near my flat till he went away, and he was the opposite side of the road, just looking at me, staring at me, grinning at me. And yeah, that was a bit terrifying, because I was trying to phone my flatmates at my flat and no one was picking up. It was about 5 o'clock in the morning, it was summer, so it was really really light, and that put me on edge that this guy was literally following me and staring me out for like half an hour. I was at the bus stop because I wouldn't move, because I felt that was safe, because people was at the bus stop as well. They're not in chronological order. When I went to Warwick University, I stayed in Coventry, and I came back from Warwick, and I was on this bus getting home, and this guy, he followed me all the way home from the bus stop. So the bus stop is about like 2 minutes away from my house. So basically, I got off the bus, even was not aware that he was on the bus. Not aware that he, from the bus stop when I left, he was like following me. It's when I put my keys in the door and looked back, that's when I saw him. I was like, get the fuck away from my house. My mum wasn't in, but my brother's in, and he's younger than me, but he's quite tall, and our door is translucent, made out of glass, wooden glass, so you can see the silhouette of my brother coming to the door. When I said get the fuck away from my house, he saw the silhouette and he just ran off. So basically my brother wasn't there, or someone was more petite, but I don't know what he would do to me. And another thing, recently in December, I was studying, looking at Guildhall Library in the city near St Paul's and Bank, and this guy was keeping harassing me. He was like, can I have your number, can I have your number? boyfriend? Have you got a boyfriend? No. Do you want a boyfriend? No. Just really, really, really persistent. Really persistent. So before the closing, I quickly, got my bag, got my coat together before closing, about like 5:30, I can't remember, and just try to rush out of the library going to St Paul's tube station. I look back, this guy's running behind me, so I quickly ran onto the main road, and I think it's King's Road, can't remember, and he followed me all the way nearly up to St Paul, and I said, like, you leave me alone, I don't want to talk to you, stop following me. And he goes, oh, I can follow you, whenever I want, it's okay, I can follow you all day because I've got an Oyster card. I've got a travel card. So that wasn't very good. And then, as I was getting a bit like more wary and scared, someone across the road like whistled to him and said hi, and that must have distracted him, and he went to his friend. So if his friend wasn't there, he would have literally followed me all the way home. And I was really sick that day. I had a really bad cough, flu. I felt weak, I just was really annoyed. The joke of it is, the next day I went to the library because I needed to go to the library, do some research. I came with my boyfriend, and he saw me with my boyfriend, but as soon as my boyfriend went to the library counter, he comes to me, can I can I talk to you, I want your number, I need you, blah 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 blah, just harassing me, and was like, just leave me alone, he wouldn't taking it. And then we told the librarians, and then they called the police on him because it's harassment. I asked him twice not to do it. In 2 days, in less than 24 hours, he trying to approach me and asking questions, inappropriate questions, you know what I mean, and harassing me to, I should be his girlfriend, and he got arrested by the city police and took statements and stuff like that. I just really get upset because being a woman, we're slightly weaker, like physical strength, and see how this men has a hold on us and how make our decisions and choices, like when to go out, what to do, what to wear, and men don't really have that. I just feel so angry just because you're a man, or you come from, you're the same color as someone, or they perceive that you might come from the same culture, they can just harass you, and you're gonna give in, just due to their strength and their privileges. It really makes me sick. And sometimes, you have to be very polite in those situations when they're following you. You just like move, because you don't know if you anger them, what they're gonna do to you. So yeah, that's my harassment stories. Sure, I've got more, but I just get really annoyed of men think it's okay to be horrible to you and think that they're giving you a compliment, and they can't take no for an answer, which is quite dangerous. Okay.